Hello, friend. Welcome to today's Health and Faith Chat with NP Chinedu. So glad to see you join me. Really going to be brief today. Today we're going to be talking about labs. This is a one lab that I think that is often overlooked, that people don't actually think about. And we typically check this lab usually on an annual wellness exam. Your provider will check it. So let me see if you can guess what it is. Okay, I'll tell you. So this is called the thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH. It's kind of like the first lab test that we check to see if something is going on with your thyroid. If you know, your thyroid gland is located, it's kind of like the butterfly looking gland here underneath the neck is where you locate it. And your thyroid gland is responsible for of course, the thyroid hormones, which help in the basically metabolism of your whole body, and just helping your muscles, you're converting food to energy, just your whole body maintenance, energy, digestion, just helps your body run. So when it's not right, when the levels are not really at a normal range, you're going to experience things like your body is just not getting what it needs really to run. So the TSH, which is the thyroid stimulating hormone, which is the first look at what's going on in your thyroid, the level is supposed to be between 0.5 to 5.0. So anything in between there is normal. Okay, if it's over 5, you are likely going to we usually diagnose you as hypothyroidism, which means your thyroid is not functioning at a level where it needs to. It's underperforming. So you may have symptoms like weight gain, okay? You're tired, you're fatigued, probably hair loss. This can lead to, you can have cold intolerance. This can lead to, or it's part of how we diagnose with further testing, something called Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is a whole series of symptoms that's not too fun. I know a little bit about that. That's another video. But that's when your thyroid is underperforming, okay? It's called hypothyroidism. But when your thyroid is overacting, it's hyperperforming, you're going to experience things like anxiety, even muscle twitching. If you have individuals who may have what is called Graves' disease, it's part of having hyperthyroidism situation where they have the symptoms, everything is a little bit hyper, and they are and they have a little goiter, depending, it can be a large goiter, and have a little nodule on their neck. So those symptoms, and they may have heat sensitivity. So when the thyroid is overacting, doing too much, is hyper, that can lead to, of course, Graves' disease. When it's not working up to par, it's hypo. That's part of hypothyroidism, and often Hashimoto's thyroiditis is part of that. So why am I saying this? I'm just saying it's important that you check your thyroid. Check first lab that we will do is TSH. That will give us a little bit of information of what's going on with your thyroid. So what we want your thyroid to do is to be at a homeostasis, where it is actually at a normal value, where it is doing what it's supposed to do in the body. So also know that stress affects your thyroid, right? Because the stress leads to more cortisol, and then your thyroid starts working hard. But anyway, what I am here to remind you is that just, if you have never checked it, usually if you're over 40, the risk factors are basically age. As you get older, your thyroid is gonna start, not working that well. It just comes with the aging process. Also, genetics is a big one, especially with particularly Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Genetics is a big one. So those are the two, I would say, big things that could contribute to that. But it's one of those labs that is often overlooked, but it has a whole lot to do with what is going on in your body and the symptoms that you're having. So it's important to check it out, okay, if you haven't, and just ask your doctor. Go check it out. If you don't have a doctor, hey, we got you covered. So you can come to Art Point Labs. We can help you out. Check it. You don't need a doctor's order to check it. and at least we can tell you what it is and give you a report and tell you what to do about it. So it is important to follow up, and just to make sure. That's one of the things that people don't always check. Often, usually, once a year at least, your doctor should check it. But sometimes, it is not checked. It could be contributing to a lot of things going on in your metabolism, your energy, and all of those things going in your body, because it literally helps with all of those things. So, wanted to tell you that. Check the temperature of your thyroid. So, and by the way, since we're talking about health and faith, chat, check the temperature of. Also, we should check the temperature of how we're doing spiritually too, right? I have to plug that in there. So, our relationship with God, it's always good to check the temperature of that relationship. See, how are we doing? Are we under? Are we under? Are we? I don't know if we're ever going to be above, because God says to seek Him with all of our hearts. So, but I will say that it's important that we check the temperature of our relationship with God. See, what is He speaking to us about? What is He teaching us? Are we connecting with Him? Because sometimes we get so busy, life gets so busy that we rush off. Like today, I had one of those really, really, really crazy busy days today. So we can get lost in the busyness of life that we forget the most important thing is always the most important thing, and that is our relationship with God. So always check that temperature, what's going on with that, so that we don't neglect that. So that is my I guess chat for today. Until next time, be blessed. Okay, take care. Bye bye.